Hello and welcome. So what I'm doing right now is just putting a little bit of warm water with some hand soap. This one is rosemary and it has other ingredients in it. And these are my nails. I'm going to explain what's going on, but for now, I just want to show you what I do. So in warm soapy water, I feel like warm water makes the skin softer faster than cold, but you can choose however you want to. This thing is to actually melt your cuticle, and this is what I'm going to use it to kind of just push my cuticle back and erase some of the gooey stuff that I have. Like, my nails are a mess, but anyways. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm opening it and I'm showing you what it is. It's called butter, and it actually worked pretty well with my nails. And when you see that my nails are like scratched is because I had acrylics for about a year, and what you see now is basically a 2-week rest, just oiling my nails and leaving them be. Some of the dent did grew out, and I kept cutting until this is where I am right now. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to almost, like try leave I'm sorry, leave my hand on the water for about a few seconds. And to this water, this is just optional. This is me just being fancy panchy. This is not necessary. This is just me being extra. I'm just adding some drops of oil and also because my hands are very dry. So if you have dry hands, it's always good that when you're dealing with soaps, regardless of the soap that you're using, even if it's moisturized, to add a little bit of oil. It actually helps because I think that it will make your hand less dry. I don't know if it improves anything. I'm just saying. My hands, my skin is very dry, so that's why I do it. And so I'm gonna let it rest because I want that to be softened out, if that's the right word, I'm not sure. But until that skin that is the cuticle soften out. Now, don't come at me, okay? I really don't cut the skin fold that actually protects the nail bed, okay? So a lot of people say that the cuticle is actually the fold. I think the cuticle is that skin that is on top of the nail bed that you hardly can see. However, on my nails, I don't know if it's because my nails are very dry that I really have it very pronounced, like it's there. So I'm showing you how I'm pulling back my cuticle and how it's coming off because it's actually being melted. The skin fold, I've been having like, is it a nag? I think that like those little skin parts that kind of just loosen up sometimes, and they hurt. So I do remove them as well with another tool. And this is just a nail pusher, and I'm going to scrape everywhere where I see loose skin, where I see parts of the cuticle falling off. I'm going to be pushing that off and taking that off because that's what I want. I feel also, in my own experience, is that the more I manipulate that area, then I feel like the more my nails grow. So first of all, I want to do this with you guys. Like, I want to start from zero for those of you who might want to grow their nails. You might want to grow your nails and might not have the opportunity to really see someone from the beginning. I know this video is kind of long, and I did actually speed it up a little bit, but I still didn't want to cheat by not showing you every step because I think that is important. Like, I've watched a lot of videos on nail care, like natural nail care. Like, most of the videos that I see is actually with acrylics, how to put gel on, but I don't see many videos kind of like letting people know that you can actually do grow your own nails, and they could be very strong. So these steps here is to keep your nail strong and for your nail to grow actually longer, and to protect your nail as well. So everything that I'm doing here is with a purpose, obviously. I know this is also almost like hygiene also, because um, specifically for myself, I work with a lot of people, so I feel like the way I present myself to others is kind of important, and at the same time, I feel like taking care of yourself is so important. Like, I think, and at the same time, believe it or not, it's one of the most difficult, because with the same hands, you have to go cook. The same hands, you have to, I mean, clean your bathrooms, clean everything. So some women out there might not think that is important. For me, I feel that is important. However, I do have my weeks and my days where I really don't want to do anything, and it's difficult. So having, I think, like a almost like a routine to do this, it will not only help your nail grow, but it will also help yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyways, so I really, like I said, I really don't take that fold off. I don't know if it makes any difference by cutting that thing off. Some people do, some people don't like it. They think that's the cuticle, and that's fine. We're not arguing here. I just feel like that part is actually the nail fold, and it actually protects your nail. But each to their own. This is my hand, my right hand. It doesn't look like my right hand in the video, but this is the hand that basically takes all the damage. I am right-handy, and I do everything with my right hand. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm scrubbing, I'm driving, I'm doing all kinds of, like rough stuff with it. So it just takes, and you can tell that it's the hand that I use most. So it takes a little bit longer when it comes to cleaning it up and do all kinds of stuff. I know. Like I said, I have very dry skin, and I'm constantly moisturizing, but sometimes it's just not enough. And I'm going to show you some of the steps that I do to take it a little further. I am a bit extra, I have to admit, and I have to let you know right now. Don't get mad at me. I just feel also that it is important, but anyways, aside from that, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did on the left hand. We're going to leave it there for a few seconds. I didn't even wait a minute, I just few seconds, and my hand was ready. I just want to show you how gross this is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to see it, but also I want you to see that this is also normal, because some people might want to push that out. And at the same time, I was going to ask you, I was going to say, be gentle. Like, you don't push that thing, like, is the end of it. Like, be gentle. I know it looks rough, but I am actually being gentle. But I do want that to be scrub off my nail. Is it necessary? Like, I feel, is it necessary to do this? Not really. However, like with everything else, the root of your nails as well as the root of your hair, the more you manipulate it with oils, the more it's almost like you're giving, that manipulation will give that root to grow. Do you get that? I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but the more I manipulate that area, the faster my nail grows. I'm going to be sincere with you, and this is something that, okay, you know what, again, don't come after me, but this is my experience, because this is not the first time that I had to do this to grow my nails and to have them naturally healthy, is that nails do take forever to grow. That's a lie. Who said that nails take like 10 days? I've seen people saying, in 10 days you have your nails longer. No, they don't. They take forever. Take it from me, and I have had my nails almost 2 inches, 3 inches long, believe it or not. Without exaggerating, I think 2.5 inches or 1 inch is more than enough. But what I'm saying is that I have had my nails pretty long, being my own natural nail, and they don't take, it's not fast. It takes a while, and to get them to have at least 1 inch length, it takes about 6 months. It takes more than 6 months if you don't manipulate your roots, like if you don't manipulate your the skin bed, your nail bed, and your cuticle, then it takes a while. So this is the reason why I mainly do it. I feel that it's not necessary as long as you apply oils onto your nail bed. I know. So does this mean that everything that I'm doing here is unnecessary? Not really. It actually makes me feel good. But is it necessary to do this? Not really. All you gotta do is manipulate your skin, your nails, your nail bed, your nail cuticle, and apply oil to it. That's all it is. It's just manipulating your root, the root of your nail, basically, for it to grow. Massaging it and oiling it, it will help it to grow. However, some people like myself that want a little extra, and also at the same time makes me feel good. I'm doing this myself. But like I said, it's not necessary to do all of this. I think that is the most important thing is to actually oil your nail bed, your nail cuticle, the root of your nail. So right now I'm actually just checking in. I do have, and I noticed it, that there was still glue from the old nails. Remember, I've been with this, well, I haven't talked about my experience in the nail salon. And I don't think the nail salon is actually the, the one to blame. I think it's myself. I'm lazy, and not only that, it just gives me the heebie jeebies every time I have to go. I don't know why I feel anxious around people, and also because I just want to be relaxed. I just want to be by myself, get it done, and go. And I just feel like, yes, they're there with you, but really, they want you out the door too. Like, it's not like a dedicated time for you. I don't know. Does that make sense? Anyways, so after I've done all of that stuff, I'm going to file my nail. This is right here is a glass filer. I feel, again, is something that is not necessary, but is very gentle on your natural nails. And as you can see, I'm scraping off. If I see something, I'm going to be scraping it off and cleaning my nails because they were gross. That's the truth. But I'm going to be scraping off whatever I see, like cuticle wise, whatever I see that I think that I should get out. And what I'm showing you is my left hand with my right hand. It's not great, but what I'm showing you is that I'm trying to file in one direction, and it's like one way only, like, so I don't make snags onto my actual natural nail. One thing though, and I have to be sincere with you, is that it's almost like everything, natural hair and natural nails is the most difficult thing to actually maintain. They will break, they're very fragile, regardless of how much you do. And believe me, my nails, when they start growing, they get very hard, and I have very strong nails compared to other people, but they will still be fragile. The number one enemy is water, so stay away from water as much as you can. Use gloves, for crying out loud. I think that's one of the things that it always gets me, because like I said, I'm lazy and I don't want to do the right thing sometimes. I just want to rush, do the dishes, and go on my way. But I know that at the end of the day, one of those nails is going to fall off because of what I did. Again, manipulation is key. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to apply a little bit of sea salt scrub onto my nail bed, because I'm extra, and also because it helps. It helps with those, I don't know, like the filing and all that stuff. I just want all that dead skin that I have on my nail cuticle to be out of my way. I feel that is important because I am going to show you something that I feel that that's also the reason why my nails grow faster and also stronger. Okay, so right now with my bare nail, I'm scrubbing and getting all that good stuff, was left from the cuticle. I think it's important. I'm just scraping all that good stuff out, all that stuff out, just to make sure that I clean my nail bed, that my nail is ready, and there's a science behind it in my mind. I'm not expert, but I think that I've done a pretty good job, and I feel like we should do this. Like we're gonna do this every week. So the first week, and I know as much as I want to take care of my nails and be gentle and use gloves and everything, I haven't as of now, haven't for sure waited an entire week or more with my nail polish on that it hasn't chipped. It just doesn't happen. Some people, it does happen for some people, and I do everything, believe me. But it will always chip somewhere, somehow. I don't know how, but it does. Anyways, what I was doing, I'm sorry about the length, but I think I was looking for something. I'll probably show it in a few. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, get ready for the extra part. So, like I said, my nails, my hands are extremely dry, cracky dry. It's like crocodile skin and flaky and all the good stuff. So, what I did is that I have these hand moisture gloves that I'm going to show you right now. Where the heck I bought them? I have no idea. I don't remember. Probably on Amazon. But anyways, I'm going to show you the package that they came in. And what this does is actually gives this deep moisture onto your nails. So anyways, you see, I left the folds of the nail, what some people call the cuticle. If it's the cuticle for you, that's fine. We're not going to argue onto this. It's just trying to take care of yourself. That's I feel like that's all that matters. But it's very rare, very rarely that I cut it and do anything. I think that was pushing the nail bed, pushing the cuticle out. I think that's more than enough. But anyways, I'm going to put these gloves on, and this is the part where I like, because this thing is very creamy, very soft, very moisturizing. It takes about 20 minutes, and I'm gonna be here. Well, the video doesn't. I'm not gonna be here waiting with you guys, but it takes about 20 minutes to moisturize your skin, and it makes it very soft. I really like these gloves. I use it from time to time when my skin really needs that help. And most of the time, I actually use bio oil. By the way, bio oil is such a great oil. It just makes your skin. If you want to smell good all day, like after you shower, and you scrub your skin and you put bio oil on, it's almost like for me it's like almost like an oil that protects. I don't like to use it when I'm like burning like outside on the sun, but most of the time that's the oil that I use. It's really really good. It's actually a very good oil. So I do use bio oil on my skin, on my nails, on my hands. Like I said, I do have to use sun protectant because I'm outside most of the time. And what I'm doing here is just rubbing that cream that was on the glove, and just putting all my stuff away, my scrub, my water, my nail filer, the garbage and all the good that I took out and all that stuff, just and sanitizing my utensils, because I don't know, I just want everything clean. And even though I'm the only one that uses them, I just feel that it's important. And one thing is that if I don't like, sometimes some of these things are metal, but they will corrode, so I try to keep them dry. And if your glass filer, it gets a little cloudy with the dust, with your nail dust, all you have to do is wash it in soapy water. and then you'll have it almost like brand new. It does last a while, but this is actually something, like I said, is optional. Any nail filer will do as long as it's not too rough. So a soft nail filer will do for your nails, for your natural nails, because you have to understand there is a difference, natural and artificial. The artificial, you can actually be rough with them, and with your natural nail you have to be more gentle, and they are indeed fragile. So once everything's done, and even you can see how different my skin actually looks, which is amazing, we're going to do the next step now. I had a lot of people asking me, like, after you went through all of that, you're going to do that to your nail? Like, isn't that taking away from the actual moisture that you put in there and all that good stuff? Like, why would you do that? However, this is something that I wanted to explain because this is important, is that if you don't take all that oil out of your nail bed, your nail polish is not going to stick. I know it's almost like counterproductive at the same time, but believe me, it works. Okay, so what we're going to do now is something that is called dehydrating the nail. And the reason why I'm doing this is because you want your nail away, completely clean and away from oils. And even though I'm dehydrating my nail with alcohol, I won't recommend to use acetone. It's not necessary and also corrodes your nail, like it actually messes it up. And then each nail is going to get their own basically treatment of what I see, because like I said before, I did have residual from the nail glue that they were using, or the gel, or whatever it is that I had in my nails. I noticed it when I was actually doing that. So I'm actually showing you how moisturized my nails are. You've seen them before and you've seen them now. If you compare the first with this one, you see the difference. Like I said, this is my second week, I think. It could be a little bit more, about a month. I don't want to lie. So let's say we're about 3 weeks from when I took my acrylic nails. So everywhere where I saw like a little bit of glue and a little bit of shaved like glue or whatever file, whatever residual from the acrylic, I buff out very gentle, because again, you don't want to mess too much with your nails. Like I said, they're very fragile, and everything you do will show up later on. They will start breaking and peeling and snagging and all that stuff. So alcohol is put on the nail bed. So right now, while I dehydrate all the entire nail bed, I'm going to be using my base coat, the color, and also my top coat. The brand that I'm using is something that I've been using for a very long time. These are my second or third bottle of top coats, and this base coat for me, it has worked. I feel like it's a very good brand. This is the color that I'm going to be using, which is OPI, and is number 3, and is a very pale, almost like an ivory color. And then I have my base coat, which is from Orly, and is rubberized base coat, and it's almost like a yellowish type of base coat, but it doesn't make your nails yellow. So that's something that, if you were concerned or worried. I did have everything in my hands except this part. Unfortunately, I'm looking for my base coat everywhere. But base coats are, yeah, I'm very upset because I was like, oh, everything is going so well, except where is my base coat? Until I finally got it. But anyways, so here is this amazing base coat. This is rubberized base coat and it's called Bonder. Okay, so once I have my nails dehydrated, I'm gonna go in with my base coat, which is this one. So usually, I don't know if I don't see people doing this often, but I do feel that it's important to use base coat because it's almost like what's it's almost like the glue that is gonna make your nail polish. Um, Jesus Christ, I'm trying to look for the actual right word, but it's gonna make your nail polish last longer. Believe me when I'm telling you, this is the key to having nail polish for at least a week, or it doesn't last me more than a week, but some people have actually um, carried on to for more days in a week. For me, a week is enough. I'll be changing my color maybe next Monday or next Tuesday. Anyways, and I think a week with nail polish, just because I added base coat, that's a good thing because I don't have to deal with my nails. I feel that also the dehydration of the nail makes it also less oily, your nail bed, and makes the base coat attached to your nail better. Don't quote me on that. I'm just thinking, and I feel that that's the best. That's the reason why it lasts longer, and also that's the reason why it doesn't chip as much. I'm not saying that it doesn't chip completely. I'm saying it doesn't chip as much. And another thing that I do, and this is something that I have done and been doing, I grew my nails and then I cut them, and then I went to the nail salon and did a full set. Then I lasted about 6 months and my nails grew back, humongous and long and beautiful. And then I changed nail technicians, and the last one, I don't know what she did. I think also I feel that the acrylic was old. I don't know. All I know is that all of them fell off. And then I got very frustrated and I took all of that stuff up. And when I show my nails had drills in the middle, like really bad. So this time I did have drills. Not that it wasn't like I did have drills, but I feel like I didn't went to the nail salon often. Not too long. I waited weeks and weeks and weeks until I did the refill. So I think that's the reason why I didn't have that many drills this time. And also because I feel like I really don't need to have product on. I don't know why I went and did that. I don't know if he's wanting to change, want somebody else to pamper me instead. I don't know. One day my nails are beautiful, natural, and I decided to make an appointment just like that. So some of them do have a slight drill on them, and unfortunately, as sad as it sounds, that's where it's gonna break off. Until all of that stuff grows out, I'm not gonna be able to actually grow a healthy nail. That's the part. That's the sad part, but that's what I get for going into places that don't care about your nails, basically. And also because I don't know, that's how they do it. So, I think also this gives me not only a time to rest from going to those places, but also it's less spending. Even though I feel like for everything, like your hair, your face, everything, you're gonna have to spend some money, but it's not gonna be the same. Okay, and I do, once my nails grow, a little bit longer, I'll start doing more designs, and I do a little bit more oof, you know, I make them a little bit more bling bling, etc., etc. But for now, this is how I do it until they completely recover, because they're in recovery right now, believe it or not. They're recovering, that's the right word, from the abuse that I made them go through. um, I feel that I am very privileged by having really good nail beds and very strong nails too, because if it wasn't because of this, I think I would not have a nail by now, because of all the time that I do the, you know what, I feel like somebody else should do my nails type of idea, or I just want somebody to do this design. I'm tired of doing my nails. I don't know, like I get on that mode. So this is the reason why I do this. And believe me, this is the reason why I'm sharing it with you. So we're both on the same boat, and we're both basically forcing ourselves to not go to the nail salon and do it ourselves. Sometimes it's boring. I feel sometimes it's boring, and sometimes time, but it shouldn't be an excuse, because yeah, it shouldn't be an excuse. A Sunday that you don't have to do much, don't cook, just take care of your hair, your nails, just have that part of that routine. Just make a routine for yourself. I think that's important too. And it's almost like a ritual, I guess. So make that important as well. I think that's one of the things. I did had a friend back home who had beautiful long nails, and I'll never forget her. Her name was Chicky, and she used to do her nails, and it was like a ritual. Every Saturday in the afternoon, if you went to her house around 3, 4 o'clock, she was on her nails, and her nails were long and thick and beautiful. And all she did, to tell you the truth, was she took her nail polish off. She possibly just, press her cuticle down and paint them. That's it. And that's it. She had long, 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 beautiful nails. So I think that's also part of giving yourself some time to have that time for yourself. Treat yourself, okay? Anyways, we're about to do something here. Well, I'm actually doing something here that is important. Even though these are very short, you still want to protect the edge, because that's where it breaks easier and faster. And the free edge, or the edge of the nail, it's, that which is the length of the nail, right? So usually if they're longer, what I do is that I apply a small coat of the nail polish right on the edge, so I have that sealed, so it doesn't have that snags, because snags are my enemy. Even if I had stronger nails, I think that that's my enemy. It just happens. It's just, like I said, my nails are my hands are very dry. And I'm also very rough, it's the truth. I think that's one of the things. So right now, once I do 2 layers of color, 1 layer of base, we're gonna do the top coat. I just do 1 layer. These top coats, let me tell you something. I use a lot of top coats. This is not the only one, but if I'm in a rush, this is the one that I'm going to do. Most of the time, this is the one that I use. This top coat, it just creates this beautiful shine, and I love it. And you stay with that shine for a while. If my nails were not that raggedy, you'll be able to see how beautiful it is. But I'm just showing you how the top coat looks. And then, can you ask for more? Yeah, not really. This is really the top coat of the year, I think. It's really, really good. We're going to put it on my nails, and I'm just showing you something that I do, and I don't know if you noticed, but right where that fold, the bed fold is, I wish I had like a marker that I can actually show you between the nail fold and the cuticle. The base, I do leave like a tiny bit of space where every day or every other day that I'm getting ready to go to bed, I don't think it shows in this one, but I do leave like a tiny bit of space between the nail bed and my cuticle. And I leave it like that because, again, I think in my mind that's where the nail breathes. Jesus, don't laugh. But listen, okay. What I do is that every night I pour oil on it, I rub my cuticle, I manipulate my root, and this is a nail oil that I'm going to be using here, and this is a nail oil that I'm going to be rubbing on my cuticle every almost so often. Bio oil, like I said, if you want to use it, you definitely can, because if you turn around and you see the ingredients in this thing, it has really good oils. Jojoba oil, if you want, is also a very great option for nails. I feel like in general, any type of oil is going to do very good for your nails, as well as for your hair. But in this case, for your nails it is. So once I'm done, I'm going to apply cuticle oil. And I always do this. This is almost like it has to be done. Don't say why. It has to be done because you want moisture back in. And also, like I said, you want that bed, that nail bed to be moisturized. This helps with growth. It just helps your nail skin to be just, juicy, moisturized. And I do it in both ways. I do it on the back of my fingertips. Of my nail tips, my nail edge, and I do it on my cuticle because my hands and around my nails, you can see it's very dry. So this helps me also. But I think that even if you didn't have, like, I don't know, like depending on your skin type, like if it's very oily, don't do as much oil as I do, but still oil them. Do you get it? Still oil them from time to time. So here's the final result. I hope that it was self-explanatory, and let's call this our first week. Again, you see me here manipulating where that nail growth. So I'll do this rigorously when I get home from wherever it is that I have to go, whatever it is that I have to do. I go into my bed, I do my face routine and my nail routine. It's almost like a relaxing time as well. So don't skip this. It's important. Again, I'm gonna do my bio oil because I feel is good for everywhere in your body, and mainly, like I said, after, like if your skin is dry as mine, you can use it after your bath for your skin. I feel like my perfumes stay longer, and I think also important, what you see there is blood circulating. Okay, all of this stuff, I feel like this is the reason why my nails grow. So this is our first week. Take a look at how that finger looks all red and plumpy. Is because I'm making that nail, my blood flow, okay, manipulating the cuticle, adding protection, which is the color, and these are weak. Bye, and thank you for watching.